let's talk about Sean P. Diddy Combs. Not that long ago, I think it was over a week ago at least, it was shown, there was like a security camera footage shown at a hotel of P. Diddy, Sean Combs, beating the hell out of his ex-girlfriend Cassandra, Cassie Ventura, someone who he had to settle in court for. CNN showed the footage. We're not gonna show it right now. I'll probably just I'll just describe what's going on. I'll really just like describe what's going on in terms of like what's happening, because
new surveillance
can't just show this on
obtained
YouTube.
Exclusively by CNN appears to corroborate some of the allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs.
She like
the
goes to the room like where an elevator is supposed to be, and then he like runs down this hallway after her.
Captured on multiple cameras, shows Combs assaulting
just punches her right in the back of the head, dragging her to the floor.
Cassie Ventura in a hallway.
Just starts fucking kicking her. There's no way I can just show this on YouTube. If you want to go out and watch it for yourself, I would recommend it. Again, it features domestic abuse, so if you're not comfortable watching it, don't watch it. But again, it's just
hotel in
it's
March 2016.
Gross.
A lawsuit filed by Ventura in November
Picks
last
up her
year
shit,
and
kicks her again, and then
referenced actions that seem to match those seen.
Literally is dragging her back to his room.
There is no audio. According to the complaint, Combs became extremely intoxicated and punched Miss Ventura in the face, giving her a black eye, which according to the lawsuit prompted Ventura to try and leave the hotel room. The surveillance video obtained by CNN begins as she enters the hallway. The complaint says as she exited, Mr. Combs awoke and began screaming at Miss Ventura. He followed her into the hallway of the hotel while yelling at her. The complaint goes on to say he grabbed her and then took glass vases in the hallway and threw them at her. In the surveillance video, Combs can be seen grabbing Ventura and throwing her to the ground. As Ventura lies on the ground, Combs then kicks her twice and attempts to drag her on the floor back to the hotel room. Ventura is seen picking up a hotel phone. Combs seems to walk back to the hotel room, then returns and appears to shove her in a corner. Moments later, he can be seen throwing an object in her direction. According to Ventura's now settled lawsuit, the pair began dating several years after they met in 2005.
Chucked it right at her. When you first look at it, because they don't show, like when they first show him throwing it, they don't show her like him putting her in the corner, so it does look like he's just throwing the vase at nothing. But no, you literally see him push her into the corner, and then just seconds later he sits down, grabs the vase, and just chucks it at the corner she's in.
Ways in 2019. Combs' attorney said the decision to settle was in no way an admission of wrongdoing.
When you're someone who has as much money as like P. Diddy, you know, Mr. Sean Combs, and you have to settle in court for someone who probably, I'm not sure what she does as an occupation, but she's not as famous as him, not as well known as him. Most people probably weren't aware of her until this whole scandal. But like, it doesn't matter. He's still a very well known figure, has a lot of money. The fact that he had to settle, it just has to go to show how much there must be on him in this whole situation, because it was around him R-wording her, as we see here. Sean Diddy Combs and Cassie Ventura agreed to settle a lawsuit that accused him of R-word. And apparently he is still very set. Like, this came out a little bit afterwards. Like, this came out, like, this article came out on November 18th. This is something that he posted in December. Enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently, watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear, I did not do any of the awful things that have been alleged. So the fact that he had to settle, he's still very much trying to defend himself. But if that was the case, wouldn't he have won the case? It's not a great look for him. And now he has came out, and this was now he has come out with an apology video. And this is in reference to this video getting leaked out. Now I have not seen this. I'm reacting to this apology, but I have heard it is not great. So we'll see.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life, but sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted.
Mind you, this is just from a few months ago. This was after the settlement. So, yeah, it's only until, you know, they catch him in 4K. Well, not even 4K. Probably like 720p. Until they catch him on 720p that he is, you know, giving this YouTube-ass apology.
I was disgusted then when I did it.
I made an extreme lapse in my judgment.
Disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, and go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness.
Yeah, I definitely did not make this video looking for forgiveness. That's why I did not try to, you know, get sympathy points with, you know, going to rehab and shit like that, which I doubt he will actually live up to. As many of, like, these apology videos tend to go, like, they'll make a bunch of promises of how they'll do better, and then they don't do shit. You know, trying to appeal to I'm trying to do right by God. Shit, it's just, he's trying to hit the sympathy beats. It's terrible. He doesn't really, like, bring up anything of, like, actual, like, anything substantial. And again, like, he's been someone who has repeatedly tried to spin it up being like, no, like, this never happened, they're attacking me, it's all bullshit. It's like, you know, until actual proof comes out, and then he's just like, shit. He was just praying that no actual, like, visible proof would be able to come out, and now we have it. So is this gonna change much with him? Who knows? I think the investigation that involved the raid on his house is still going on. So who knows? It's gonna be a long time for him. I feel like this is something that, who knows? It depends on how much they're able to get from what they took. But we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, just fucking terrible. This guy's a disgusting human being. But yeah, to me, it's just like no surprise. Like, yeah, the guy, like, the way that he's been talking about all this shit, like, from the raid to what's been going on with his ex-girlfriend, like, it just reeks of some guy who's just fucking terrible. But yeah, we'll see what happens next, I guess.